is on a roll, and I am because I got time and space, and the Wi-Fi is kicking here. The Wi-Fi is really working. Well, actually, I buy internet. Well, I had to buy it when I was in Puerto Plata, and then it's really the signal is really good here. So, and once I bought up a lot of internet, but once it's done, I'll just be able to tune into Marlene's internet, and I'll be set. So the internet is pretty good here. So hooray for good internet when you are traveling abroad. So I ate some green bananas. It was green bananas she cooked with some onions that was very not cooked, and that was it. Green bananas, onion, and then I added some of her homemade pesto with no dairy from her garden, the basil. And I'm still drinking a lot. I'm drinking lots of water. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you tell? So this is something that I thought about, and it's something actually I remember reading, but I didn't understand it then, but I understand it better now. And I said, don't run away from the healer. And I wanted to say you can't run away from the healer, but you can try. And when I say don't run away from the healer, I mean you as a healer. Like, y'all, let's get it straight. Listen, I need you to assess your own healing abilities, okay? Let's go back. Look at, I want you to do us, we're going to do an assignment right here today, right now, right this moment. Go back and look at all the people in your life that after being with you, they were better off. And whether it was physically, mentally, spiritually, even financially, whether you gave them good ideas, whatever. But I'm talking about in the healing ways because you're a healer. And how you know. Just go back to all the people, men, women, children, circumstances, bosses you work for, employees, everybody, right? And how that even though you get mad sometimes and we get angry sometimes because usually we're not in a relationship with these people anymore, whether it's your boss, your husband, your whatever, your sister, your brother, and you feel like that you got too scarred or you got hurt because you gave so much and they healed and you feel like what did I get? You know, some people were left with so many things. Some people physical diseases, you know, fibroid tumors, some people financial ruins, you know, whatever it was, you felt just dragged through the mud and you felt like, you know what, I don't want to be a healer. I don't even want to deal with the word healing because every time this healing stuff happens, I get the short end of the stick. Have you been there? Hallelujah. If you have, holla if you know that experience, right? And so you think, I'm going to run away from the healer. I'm not going to deal with healing. I'm not going to deal with healing of myself. I'm not going to definitely deal with healing of other people. I'm just not going to heal. But the thing is, you cannot not heal. The very ground you walk on is healed because you walked on it. No, seriously, like even, I mean, the last one, Jesus used to say it too. He'd be like, you know, like he used to call it, it's a Spanish word for brightness. You know, you got light inside of you. Like, that's why people stare at you. It's more than you're a foreigner. It's not so much you're a foreigner. You look like other black women as far as your color, it's the light, and people see it, and they're attracted to it. They don't know what they're looking at, or they just like, what is it? And he says it's in a good way. And I say this to you is that we're healers, and you can't run away from it. And let me tell you the danger of doing it. So I'm gonna break it down. So the thing is, too, you got to think about it. First, go back and assess your healing abilities. You know, the last one was considered himself handicapped. He smoked cigarettes. He was totally underweight. He was malnourished in so many ways. He had a job that he didn't really love, and he wasn't making a lot of money. But like after me, now he's remembering that he could actually help people find apartments. He doesn't walk with a cane anymore. He's healthier than he's ever been before. He's prospering in many, many ways. He was living a life with me, let's face it. Come on. The car I rented, you know, the house that I lived in, he was living a life. And he walks away better. My ex-husband was definitely has some prostate issues or could have possibly had it. Was overweight as well. Was definitely wanting to get healthier. He became a vegetarian, a vegan because of me. Healthier, lost tremendous amount of weight, became healthier. We can go on and learned a lot too, right? So you could keep going down the line, and you'll realize how people have healed. But let me just say, I'm gonna say women. There's a sister that I lived with named Mama Carmelita. When I had nowhere else to go, when I moved out, well, I was evicted from my apartment. This is some years ago, and I had to move out, and I had to stay first with my ex-husband's roommate because that's who he was living with. And this man, before I met him, this man was, if you put like a vegetable in front of his face, he'd be like, ooh, like he was like scared of the healthy foods. when I was there, he was like, he came to me, he's like, because it was towards the end of we were all leaving. And he said, Lisa, I just want to tell you, he was like, you know what? He said, when you were gone, when we had went out the house, he said, I actually went in the refrigerator because all my vegan food was in there. And I wrote down on a piece of paper all of the vegan food and the names, so because I want to buy it. And I hear today he's a vegan. The sister I stayed with, she was already a vegan. She was a raw food. She was my raw food teacher in California, but she said when I was supposed to stay for 2 weeks, I only wound up staying for one. And she said, she said I cried. She cried right there when I was going to leave her in 1 week. She's like, Lisa, like even the neighborhood was calmer because of the presence of you and your daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Like the very ground you walk on, a ghetto could turn into a goddamn haven if you're in it. You have that much power. You are freaking incredible. And you just don't even realize it. And like, I don't think I realized to the magnitude until this last experience. I realized, oh my God, people think like, I remember somebody comment like, he can eat what he wants. How are you gonna stop him from eating meat? I never did. When people are around that health, or they're around that vibrancy, or they're around that intense goddess feeling or energy, they want to change. They want to be better people because they see it's possible. I think about even here, my sister, mi hermana, Marlene, the very first time when I stayed for 2 weeks, she said, do you want to live with me? Like, I would love for you to live with me. And again, she asked me again, I hope you stay forever. Do you understand? Because people want to be around people with that energy. She described it. I remember when we met for lunch, Jesus was there as well. And I remember us meeting for lunch in Santiago. A few people on Facebook, you might have saw my picture. And she said to me, she said to him, she said, her energy is like a little girl. That's how she described me. That's the kind of innocence that we have as healers, because that's the kind of like childlike quality you kind of got to have to believe in something that you can't see. It is a beautiful, wonderful energy. Now, some people don't know what to do with it, and some people do. Some people drain it, some people take it, some people absorb it, some people learn from it. But in a sense, everybody in their own way want to possess it. Even the stories of the females in my life who was healed because of me, they were nicer, they wasn't draining, they beautiful, they have a lot to add. Right now, me, Madre Marlene is making a spiritual house cleansing, I'm gonna say remedy, and it is sal, which is salt, vinagre, which is vinegar, and water, agua. And just put it in bowls and just go around the house and put it in. She's so spiritual. I love that. And she gives as much as she receives. And that's what you want to look for in any relationship. Not just male, female, but female, female, or friends, friends, or amiga, amigas. Like, you want to always look for, it should be a giving and receiving. And you should feel better because of the relationship, not worse. Also with Mama Carmelita, my raw food goddess, the raw food goddess, I'm gonna tell her, she really is a raw food goddess, my raw food teacher. Same thing, her food, she cooked for us every day, and it was raw foods every day for me. She made sure she drove us, my daughter, to school every day, because at that point, I actually had a car, but she didn't want to wake me up, so she drove my daughter herself. No, actually, I didn't have a car. So what I'm saying to you is, you can know when, as a healer, you're going to have to be a healer, because everywhere you go, you heal. So when you run away from a healer, and this is what I remember, Queen Afua, I think it was in her book Sacred Woman, but I can't quite remember. But she said, be careful of running away from your healing abilities, because you think you running away and you looking back going, I don't want to be a healer. I don't want to heal nobody else. I don't want to be that kind of person. And you running, looking backwards, and you gonna bump right smack dab into your need to heal. And I think when you run away from it is when you actually are going to have more negative experiences in helping to heal other people, because you're fighting that. So therefore, in a sense, anytime you're fighting something, in a sense, your body, your mind, your spirit believes that you're in flight or fight, and it's actually going to kind of like send you kind of that energy that heals you quickly. In a sense, when you're not really needing a state of healing, you're needing to be in a state of a healer. You needing to allow your healing abilities, because that's you. So when you push that healing abilities down, like I did, like I was like, yo, I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of these men, or I'm so tired of these folks that come in my life and all they want is this and that, or, you help to heal them just by being yourself, and of course giving them what you have, and then, oh my God, you're drained. And I did that, and then of course I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's all about me. You gotta give me, right? And then you get in and you still help to heal people, but because you wasn't recognizing yourself as the gifted goddess that you truly are, as the gifted healer that you truly are, you actually uh, allowed other people not to recognize it as well, or to again own it or possess it. Now let's talk about this. How do you make sure that you don't get in a relationship where people want to own it, possess it, don't acknowledge it, use it in many ways? I think for the thing is, again, I'm gonna say it again, to know that's who you are. Can you imagine if you understood that you truly are a healer? How would you walk differently in the world? And that healing doesn't mean you have to be drained in the process. How would you walk differently in the world? Just knowing that you're a goddess and knowing it without a doubt. And when you meet people and they don't know it or acknowledge it, but they take from it, you'll be like, wait a second, nah, 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 like I'm the gift here. I think the greatest gift that you can give anybody is the gift of life. And when you give somebody the gift of life, that's it. But the thing is, you got to know that you're not looking for accolades. You are the mother effing accolades. You understand what I'm saying? You are the accolades. God, Goddess, the divine is your accolades. The ability to heal is your accolades. Your healing power and knowledge and wisdom is the accolades. Like, I think we look for it from people when we have to understand we have it in ourselves. And then we can develop it more. Because to make sure you're not getting played if you think that you have gotten played, and being a healer, you have to actually keep healing in a sense, or allowing yourself to be a healer, because the more you heal, the better you get. The more you understand your gift, it's just a thing of not knowing who the heck you are, and not knowing who the heck you are as a healer. Especially, I want to talk to Black American women right now. I think that for you, especially people living in the States, I think we take for granted, because a lot of other people have this ability too, of being a healer. In other words, there's a lot of Reiki healers. There's a lot of womb therapists in so many ways, right? Yoni steamers, right? There's a lot of massage therapists, acupuncturists, Black women in our community. We could do so much. Some of us are energy healers. Some of us can touch you and heal you. Some of us are using vibratory healing. Like, we got stuff. We done went to all the holistic schools. We are raw foodists. We are chefs. We are vegan chefs. We are alchemists. We're all of these things that in America, in the States rather, I'm gonna say the States, not the Americas, but in the States, you like, oh, well, what am I gonna do? It's about 500 other massage therapists right in my community. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna make it? And you start devaluing your ability because you think it's a dime a dozen. And then you go out in the world. And then you go out in the world and you realize that in places like Republic Dominicana, yes, I'm sure, of course, there's healers and spiritual people, but what you have and the way you have it and the way you do it is so valued. There's so many things that even though a lot of people grew up around all this natural, comida, natural, medicine, if you will, they don't use it. They still want to go to McDonald's or KFC, or they want to eat foods that's heavily laden with sugar, or there's just certain things that they don't know when it comes to, especially the food, I think, portion. And I think that's something that we have. And I just think you got to remember that, and also that acknowledgement of our hands and the energy that's within it, and energy around food. I think Americans and people from the United States, we will have conversations about energy, and the energy of food, the energy of plants, the energy of a house, the energy of your car, the energy of bodies. But when you sometimes have that conversation here, unless it's with the right person, which I'm at with the right person right now, my sister, they don't see it that way, but they need that information. What I'm telling you is, if you're running away from your healing abilities, or running away from you as a healer because you've healed a lot of people and you felt like you was left with nothing, the running away from it is not going to keep you from meeting people that is going to drain you. The acknowledging and the acknowledgement of that healing self, those healing abilities, is going to actually help you to be the best healer, to guard your energy. And after a while, you won't even have to guard your energy, because you'll only attract that which is giving as well. The only reason why I sit here and think about it is, like I said, in Harabakoa, This sister, she was playing mantra music, so she mantra sounds and mantra songs. She meditates. She just got her. She used to do. She studied acupuncture 25 years ago, like I said, massage therapist, and now she's showing me the spiritual cleansing of the house that she does. I mean, because that's you. I remember though one time she asked me too. She said, your spirit is calming. Your spirit is, it's uplifting. And do you think it's because you don't eat meat? I'll never forget that she asked me that the last time I was here, and I said it could be. She said because you're intuitive. She talked about that. You can feel vibrations like she can, and she wondered about that. The clarity of that. That's that drinking lots of water. That's that eating vegetales. That's that eating frutas. You understand what I'm saying? They got a man with the horse. Let's see if I can see him. I love that. I love horses and sound of horses. That's all of that. Like you have a gift that would go around the world and it would do very, very well. Don't run and don't get mad and don't get sad and be like, oh my God, just don't put yourself in jeopardy. And that's where your esteem comes up and the other things. Also, though, know that in every relationship, you did get a lot and you might not even know it. There are skills you learned in that relationship that like, I think about it for me, like, what a grand time. Samaná, Santo Domingo, Puerto Plata, Santiago. I mean, like the places I've been, the things that I've saw, the way that I've seen it, I'll never forget it. But as a healer, though, you have to know something else. A lot of times, healers back in the day, a healer would travel. Like a healer, even if she traveled through the South. I remember we talking about let's talk about our Southern, Black American Southern healers that travel, or I'm sure Caribbean healers as well. You would travel to assist people. That village or that town, needed you. Even in some cases, that plantation would actually call that healer from that plantation. The whites, the enslaved, the so-called white enslavers, they would actually call the healer from that plantation to come, take care of Miss Ann because she needed healing. We used to travel, and we also, as traveling, you pick up new things because there's herbs that you don't know about. There's things about that herb that you would learn and need. I think traveling for a healer is actually more importante. I think it's so important, very important, because it actually allows us to tighten our skills, to learn more, and to have more to offer. So your healing ability, you will never be able to run away from it. I believe me, because I tried. That's the only thing I can say. I tried, because to try means you're never gonna do it. It never happens. You're trying, right? I tried to run away from it. You cannot. I think though in the States, because of the competition, at least the competition that we feel, because everything is energy. If you feel it, then it's there. If you don't, it's not. I think that we are so focused on, well, how do I get clients and how do I, people are going over there. And then you start wanting to emulate what you see. And you know what I'm saying? And like, instead of just kind of naturally finding your own rhythm, I think one way is travel. I think travel could really change it. Like your skills are needed. My skills was needed in the States. Every house I stayed in, they wanted me to stay longer. Everybody that I came in contact with wanted to know more about what I did and how I did it. The same thing for you. I bet you have that ability too, and you don't even know it. That skill as a healer, like I said, you can trade that skill to, for rent. If you wanted to live somewhere, somebody's gonna want you. You are valuable. You are better than money. You are better than money. You are more valuable than the dollar, than the peso. And you don't know it until you start realizing, oh my God, I stayed with this brother, my ex and his roommate. And of course, his roommate was like, you added to the house. I stayed with my sister friend. She was like, you added to the house. Like people don't want to see you go. When people don't want to see you go, that's a blessing in a way. Because sometimes people don't want to see you go because they're not finished draining you. Other times people don't want to see you go because, in a sense, they're not finished receiving what you have to give. And it's a beautiful thing. And I am just honoring the healer in me. Like I think about that, I'll say his name, Jesus. I did that. I did that stuff. Like I did that. Like that was me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I want you to do. I want you, instead of looking at all people that came into your life that you healed and being upset, look at them and say, I did that. That's my stamp on that. That was me who made that happen. You know what I'm saying? The God is through me. I did that. I did that. Be happy for the work that you do. That is your resume. Do you understand? That's what you did. And how beautiful is that? And you got so much more to give because you know as a healer how to replenish yourself. Now, if you don't know as a healer how to replenish yourself, come ask me. That's what I'm gonna do my next class on, is how to replenish yourself after giving so much, because you got to know when to go. Like, okay, I've done my work. I need to go here and come. For me, let me tell you one. Me being a Harabakoa is replenishing myself. Before I got here, me drinking that tremendous amount of water was replenishing myself. Noticing where I'm eating poorly so I can eat better was replenishing myself. Going to the sea every morning and dipping my head in that water was replenishing myself. Know how to replenish yourself, and you'll never be depleted. You'll never be depleted. You know how in the States everything is they give you the medicine after you're sick as opposed to preventing the disease. Well, in a sense, for me, living and loving and learning in the DR is the preventative medicine. It's the sun and the sand and the salt and the water. It's the air, the earth, the fire, and the ether. Do you understand? That's your replenishment. I think healers need to live in environments that are just as puro as possible, because you do so much and you give so much. So don't forget, don't run from her. I raise your hand if you run from your own healer, the healer within you. Raise your hand, because I know that I have. And every time I do it, I get somebody I got to heal anyway. Well, I'm not a healer, I'm just here. You disrespect that which God gave you. You disrespect the work that you've done and learned as a healer by saying, I don't want to heal. I don't want to be healed and I don't want to heal. You're a healer and that's it. So again, y'all, donate to the cause, okay? Help a sister out, because she definitely doing the work. Another thing too, I want to thank y'all so much. I love all the comments, but the comments that have been standing out to me lately is your vulnerability, your honesty, Lisa Marie, your truth. Because most people are going through stuff, they just edit that part out. They don't tell you I went here and did that and then this happened and then that happened and then that happened and get back on again. I have no problem with it. I love my journey, and I want you to love yours. Because I think when you don't love your journey, you doomed to repeat that ish. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for you. And if you repeat it, that's okay too. God dang it, sometimes when you repeat something, you learn it better. What we say, repate, civil play, repetition, please, repetition. And I think that's the other thing. Here's the horse again. I think that's the other thing. I think that we are so afraid. We're like, I keep making the same mistakes over and over again. No, you're probably getting better. Each time, I bet you're sharpening your skills and you're sharpening your tools. Like I said, you will never, after a bad relationship or a relationship that wasn't good for you, I like more positive words, you will definitely, when you're in another one that's not good, you be like, you know what, I'm out. Like, you won't stay in that one longer because you're not there for that. Like, you're there for something else. But another thing too is, I'm just saying, I don't know if I believe in like karma in this way, but I hear people use this term for karma a lot. I think a lot of times is everybody that's standing in front of you and the healing that you think that you gave them, that you was kind of supposed to meet that person. You was kind of supposed to have that exchange, because as a healer, your currency is your healing work. Your currency is your healing ability. That's your currency. So you're paying somebody in a sense because you're getting something you want. For me in that case, I wanted somebody to drive. I wanted somebody to guard. I wanted somebody to protect. I wanted an interpreter. I wanted somebody to speak Spanish. I mean, I got what I wanted, and in turn, I got to give my healing ability. It's really a fair exchange. If you look at all the relationships you ever had, you may not think it was a fair exchange, but it was. And when it wasn't a fair exchange, that was up to you to say, okay, next. I think sometimes too, when we're stuck in our comfort zone, we tend not to know how to move on. And I think I'm learning that much better. So as long as you have gotten something out of whatever situation that you've ever been in, as long as you get something out of it, then you are okay. Go on to the next thing. Like I said, herbs and products and beauty and oh my God, especially here in Harabacoa. I mean, y'all might get a lot of videos from me now. Wi-Fi good, and it's the elements talk to you. The elements bring you back to yourself. Sometimes too, we don't acknowledge it a lot. We don't want to believe it, but sometimes these incidents that we have, I don't actually think was negative. I know one thing, that when I came in yesterday, when we finally got in yesterday, I slept from the time almost I walked through the door till the next morning. Because I was so drained. And even today, I still feel like I need more rest. It's amazing because it was very, sometimes you don't know how sometimes draining something is. You know, I laugh at life. It's just so goddamn beautiful. Like I keep saying, be careful what you ask for. I got exactly what I asked for. And I know none of us want to believe that, but we all get exactly what we ask for. Because it depends on how we ask and what we're asking with. You don't know you're asking. You think I'm just, I didn't open my mouth and say, but I did. I said it. I wanted the opposite of what I got. And in a lot of ways it was. It was instead of another one was whatever, and this one was. So you know what I'm saying? I decided. This is my conclusion on that one. Okay, I decided that I'm going to not ask for like anything. I'm just going to be that which I am. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stand in my me power of the goddess as a healer. Remember, I was like the royal goddess, the womb priestess, the holistic practitioner, and I was like, no. I never want to be that again. You remember? I was like, don't even call me Nubia, okay? Because we ain't nowhere in that old life. Because I was angry at my ability to heal. I thought I was angry at the healing process, self-healing process, but of course I was because I was angry with my own healing abilities. How crazy is that? But how many of us are angry with our own healing abilities because we feel like it's not getting us anywhere, or it's gotten everybody else is doing better than we are? It's not true. You got very far. It's the not acknowledging it that gets you maybe away from it and understanding of it. I don't need to ask. I need to do. I need to acknowledge. I need to understand. I need to accept. And I need to keep moving into the new, moving into the next thing. Herbs and products and beauty and oh my God, like you started that way, but something about being here, I want to make it richer. Like there's aloe, there's so much here, y'all, and I'm sure other countries that I'll be going to. But right now, my spirit has been called to the DR, and I love it, and I love it, I love it, I love it. Could I live in Hanabakon forever? I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could live anywhere forever anymore. I don't know. You know what? I remember I read this a while ago, and it was about the Dalai Lama. And you know how the Dalai Lama, if you know him, he actually does a big appearance in many places, but in Central Park, New York, every year. People come from all over the world to see him speak. And I remember I was reading this. I don't know if I was reading something by him or somebody talking about him. I think it was another healer talking about him. And they were saying how when he was in Central Park, okay, somebody had asked him a question. And as healers, we always think we need to know the answer. And he seriously turned around to the person and said, I don't know. And they said like a hush came over the whole crowd. Like, did the Dalai Lama just say he don't know, the all-knowing? Like, this is what you're thinking. And he said, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And everybody felt this like spiritual epiphany. That how powerful was it for the Dalai Lama to say, I don't know the answer to that. And that is so spiritual. So when somebody talks about, and I love the idea of the contradiction about how you said it and then you said other things about it in a good way. Somebody says, I love what you said. KRS-One said, somebody else said, that if you're not contradicting yourself, then you're not growing. Woo, that's some Dalai Lama stuff right there. Do you understand? Like, what is this perfect road that you think people lying to you? Ain't nobody got no perfect road. But that's the beauty. That's called spirituality. That's spirituality at its finest. It's not perfect. Oh, you girl, you spiritual for real. The Dalai Lama said, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. The beauty and I don't know. Oh, Lord have mercy, the beauty and I don't know. And I'll do it another way. I remember sitting there with Elvin Jones. I told the story before. He was the drummer for the John Coltrane Quartet. And he was in backstage at Yoshi's in Oakland. And I asked him the secret to longevity. And he said, secret to longevity? How I do everything I do? He said, because I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. And he was in his 80s. Or almost 80, 79. I know that I don't know. That's what I know. Y'all really dismiss the don't knowing as, how do you know until you find out? How do you know until you live a little more? How do you know until you have these experiences? It's just beauty. And how do you know unless you allow yourself to be a healer? Because in the healing, you're healing yourself. So this purposeful healing that a lot of us are doing and spending lots of money to do, nothing wrong with it. Really, if you just did your healing work, which means it's going to involve maybe people, plants, animals, you are healing in the process if you are present in the healing work. Can you imagine if we was more present in the fact that we're healing, and not for kudos, although you got that, you did that ish, but just because. I'm telling you, y'all, it is really beautiful. So to sit down in this environment. Another thing too, like I think because of my last relationship, I was so not having fun. Like I was not having. I felt like Leos like to have fun. Like fun is a big word for us. We want to have fun. It's all about the fun. We want to have fun. We don't want to be in love just to have fun. It's just fun. And so I wasn't having fun. So I asked for a fun and exciting relationship. With that the brother from the Puerto Plata, it was never a dull moment. Now I don't know if it was always fun, but it was exciting. It was passionate. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean this sexually. I mean it was in this craziness. It was never a dull moment. See, be careful what you ask for. So, entonces, all I'm trying to say is don't run from the healer because she's phenomenal and she's amazing. And so now that I know I'm a healer, every time I walk somewhere, I'll be like, I know you want me. I know you want me and I know you need me, but let me see what I can do here and let me see what I can't. I think the best healing experiences is when it's in its own way. It's a fair exchange because the person knows you're healing and the person is also giving. And to be here with this sister, I always feel that when I'm here. And just a side note, as you're traveling, make good friends and make them forever because you never know when you have to do something else. I told me like if I had tips for traveling, I'll do that in the next video. Like especially women who are traveling to be with a man. Let's just do it right now because I know I got a few of you watching. Can I give you some advice since I know a little something now? First of all, always have some money saved, like a credit card, that if you needed a flight back to get out of that damn country, that you could, right? Also, a credit card that you don't spend for nothing but emergencies, or money in your pocket or in a bank account. Another thing, know somebody else there other than the man that you're staying with and his family. Because let me tell you, the family will always be on the man's side. They will never be on your side. Always know, have a good girlfriend, somebody else that you could kick it with, something else. I'm grown, so I had that, and I knew it wasn't nothing like that where I needed to scare or be to run, but at the same time, you need to have something else. Or, yeah, take care of yourself and know that there's, I remember somebody saying, I love you, now I'm looking for my Jesus. It's in you. It's in you. It's in you. And that but at the same time, go for the experience. I will never tell you not to have a romance or an affair or to not go for the experience because there's a lot of growth in all experiences. And if experience is calling you, go. But at the same time, make sure that you have some things in place. I think that for me and a lot of women, we go into relationships because we didn't have something before in one relationship, and we think that by having that thing in another relationship, we've done the thing, we found it, we're going to be better for it. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think a fair assessment of where you are in your life will help you to know what you need in your life. And for me, my assessment now, it's just now, is that I am enjoying my time and my space. Don't get me wrong. I mean, let's just face it. I'm a Leo. I love to be loved. And I know that everywhere I go, I'm going to attract a man. It's just the way it is, right? But it doesn't mean just because I attract them, I have to have them or want them or need them. And you get to decide what you want to do in your relationships and how long you want it. Don't feel stuck. Life is beautiful. And sit down with yourself. Don't run away from the time of the healing that you need. I always think healing, like the healing is a great word. I'm going to use that word, but it's more than that. As a healer, you need time to replenish. So don't run away from your replenishing time. Ooh, I like that better. Don't run away from your replenishing time because you deserve it. Mothers that have children, of course, your mom maybe, or mother or wives, we need our replenishing time. And that's what I'm calling this. I'm replenishing, I'm gathering. But thank God I know how. So do you know how to replenish yourself? When you get into something or you eat a food that didn't work well in your stomach, do you know how to replenish yourself? When you're in a relationship that was draining, do you know how to replenish yourself? When you've had clients that are just actually taking more than they're giving, do you know how to replenish yourself? The replenishing is everything. You're going to go out in life and you're going to have and experience things that's going to kind of make you feel like, ooh, like, you know what, that's a lot. Do you know how to make it not so much? Well, I'm going to teach y'all. So anyway, I love you. You can donate, this information. I'm not teaching a class, so I'm going to say if you can donate to my PayPal or my Cash App is La Rosa Rosa Negra Negra 67. If you want to donate to the cause and watch me do this stuff and learn so much and bring you some really beautiful things. So let me get the comments. I know y'all getting a lot, but I'm feeling y'all. Felicia Brown, good morning to you, beautiful. Greetings, you are glowing. Thank you, Angela. Beverly, hello, you look beautiful. Thank you. Hey, Bijou, hola. Blaze, bright, beautiful. Thank you, Malik Sanefa Rule. I don't know if I've ever seen you comment, but I love you. How you doing? How's my girl Karen? Hope she's doing well. Absorbing the pain of others. Yeah, it's easy to do, but there's a way not to. You are beautiful. Thank you, Angela. Here, hey. Oh, she said, raising my hair, Rasana. Beverly, I've been there. Come on now. I've always embraced the healing me. Go ahead, Felicia. I'm proud of you. I was called Love Light in college by my sororities. Now, Bijou, you know I love that. Holy ground. Come on now that you walk on. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Hey, Lumi, how do you protect your energy? I like these kind of questions. Hola, Queen, says Tamwa. Odetta says, good afternoon, Queens. Hey, Odetta, Felicia says, go ahead, y'all, give each other some love. How do you go about healing others without being drained? I'm about to get to you, Lumi, because I love the question. You got me looking up rental prices in Haiti. Yes, I'm ready to live the modern goddess life. Voos, do you know how much I love that? Felicia says, Lumi, you have to tell your body to release it. Go ahead, she's helping you. Felicia, release what exactly, okay? Speak, it's why I love your channel. Thank you, Angela. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hey, Nicole, I hope you are watching the stuff that I'm putting on the group page. You're going to love it. My father is a healer. He is 94 years old today in Kingston, NC. Do you know my people are from Kingston, NC? Bijou, that's where my people are from, Kinston. Kinston, the Pitt County area. I wonder if we related, because I know people from Kinston all tend to be related. Happy birthday to your daddy. Whatever you brought into yourself through the healing, you can also use teas for healers and body workers. See, keep your journey and your story real, the true truth. Yes, Bijou, right? I will be donating again. Thank you, Beverly, and I appreciated the first one. Renetta, hello. I appreciate you, love. You, Lisa, Goddess Queen. Thank you, Felicia. Happy birthday to your papa. That's right, your father. Hey, Lisa. Amen to the healing you. Thank you. Grand Rising. Ashe. Travel. Yes. Travel 68. Thank you. Thank you for this, says Lumi. The peace of knowing that I don't know and letting go. God bless the faith walk that Lisa's on. Thank you, Queen. Mother carries her own mad money. That's right. Mad money. That's what we call it. She is 95 and a woman of humble means, so she just doesn't get stuck that she cannot get out unstuck. Come on, Queen. Soul says, so true. I heal all day with my job and my business, and I just stopped opening my business for a month and only did appointments if I felt like it. Remember to all your edges, love you. Thank you. My sister said, I appreciate that. I'm going to do that today. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that. I need y'all. So you know what the thing is about the not being drained? I think, listen, I want us to go back to this and just tell me, have you fully acknowledged that you are a healer? And what does that mean when you acknowledge it? What did that mean for you? Because I feel like for me, I don't think I fully acknowledged it. I almost think it's like, you take your gift for granted because it's easy for you. Girl, you walk down the street, you healing people. So I think that for me, I can say, I don't think I really understood that literally when Queen Afua said, the very ground you walk on becomes sacred because you walked on it. Let's say this again and let's say it slow. The very ground you walk on becomes sacred because you walked on it. Let's feel the magnitude of this beautiful statement by the goddess Queen herself, Queen Afua. So, like, did I really realize that? Did I really understand that the very ground I walk on became sacred because I walked on it? Oh, wait a second. Like, I don't think I quite got that. The idea that a healer is somebody that actually, it's like I said, when she resurrected Osar, when his so-called evil step-brother cut Osar up into pieces and spread his pieces around the world, it was Aset and Nebhet who came together to put the pieces back together again. Talk about the ultimate healing, and resurrected him, right? So in a sense, like, she knew her power, and she knew what she had to do to make sure of it. But she also employed other sisters. So I think one of the ways is we as healers, because of that competition, I think, Instead of coming together and doing healing work in greater numbers and assisting so that we won't be drained, I believe I said I can't be drained. This is a big job. I need another queen next to me. So I think that's a one way of doing it as well. But also, acknowledging that the very ground I work on becomes sacred. So acknowledging that your gift is sacred, that it's sacred, that it's not just, it's dangerous. Really acknowledge this is real. Like, and back in the day, people respect. And what I mean by that is not a morality judgment. I ain't talking about nothing like that. The fact that these hands, when they touch somebody, if I put this hand on somebody's head, I'm healing them. This hand is actually pulling out toxins from somebody's crown chakra, which has absorbed everything from their root chakra to the crown. Like, do you know that? That's how sacred you are. Do you know when you rub your child's hair or you rock your baby? Do you understand what you're doing? Like, I didn't know that magnitude. How many of us truly understand that? So I think it's like, because then if you do, I'm learning that if you do, then you're not going to be drained because you respect who you are and respect your healing ability so much that everybody around you does too. So nobody's gonna shortchange you after you do the consultation with them. They ain't gonna tell you they don't really have it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna do that because you know, and it's not an egotistical thing. It's just a respect for the gift that comes from the divine. So I think how not to get people to drain you is not is to acknowledge that you are a force. You are a force, and you are incredible. You are as much of a force of nature as hurricanes and tornadoes. As the sun coming up every day and the moon at night. As the ocean waves being regulated to your cycle, and your cycle rather being regulated to the waves of the ocean, to the phases of the moon. You acknowledge the phase of the moon. That's miraculous. The sun come up every day. And go down. What the kind? Well, that's so miraculous. It's like, who could do that? You can do that. You can do that. Like, I'm learning that. Like, I'm getting that. Like, I can do that. And then if you really go back to everything you did. So, but things that I do, I think is the replenishing to me is the same as the preventative of how not to get drained, because that to me is how do I prevent getting drained? I think it's the same thing. It's earth, fire, air, and water. It's getting your sea salt baths or going to the sea. It's drinking lots of water. It's the periods of fasting. It's everything Queen of Food said, but maybe in Sacred Woman, a lot of people didn't really understand it because it was kind of under, the umbrella of the Kemetic thing, and that might have like got you a little confused. But it's the it's the knowing that my mind says make beauty products with real herbs and experiment with herbs. Doing that when you hear that. It's traveling even when you're scared. It's learning things that you never thought you would or could, but you do. It's the heeding the call of the divine. But the only way to do that is to hear the divine. Like I kind of was not hearing the divine because I was partying. I was my presidentes. I wanted my arroz blanco. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like I was like, whatever. I'm just living my life. And after a while, I couldn't hear. My senses was all dulled. But what I'm telling you is the healer, she's powerful. And she was like, girl, get your life, because you don't have it right now. You think you do, but get your life. You need to listen to me, and you're not hearing me. And I started doing the ocean baths in the morning. But the biggest thing for me was the day I woke up, and for me, and always know what is that thing that lets you know you're drained. What is that thing that lets you know that you need replenishing? This is very important, what I'm going to teach you right now. For me, everybody got a thing. It might be something for you. It might be your money's funny. Like your money's funny. You'd be like, oh, that's one of mine. My money's not, I'm not making money. I'm not selling products. I'm not people, okay, this me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. My face ain't looking good. My bags under my eyes is fierce. My skin is looking like ashy, even though I'm putting oil on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not feeling beautiful. No, that's an indication to me that we need some assistance here. And so my trigger is my money is funny, and I'm not looking beautiful. I'm not glowing and shining. My spirit's not calm. But at the same time, there's something for everything. I think that when I was in Puerto Plata, that was my warrior spirit out, and I love her. Like I accept her too. So the last thing is accepting all the aspects of you. Even the Presidente, that was necessary. You know, Arroz Blanco, that was necessary because you needed that kind of buck wildness. Sometimes you need to be buck wild, but you always come back to nature. You know how, you're a healer. You know what to do. After a while, you'll just stay in knowing what to do. Not being perfect, just knowing what to do. The same thing that when somebody comes to you with an ailment, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually, and you'll go, oh, take this herb, or oh, read this mantra or this prayer. Oh, you know what to help them do. Well, you're the same, the person, you're a healer and you're healing yourself as well. So whatever, see, because I think what healers think, or people think is, well, a healer should never get in trouble. Well, a healer should always know. She should just be healthy and stay healthy and never get out of, we're human. We're human. You know, I remember studying healing, and it was indigenous healers of Latin America, Central America specifically. And these some of the greatest healers. I mean, I remember one, I just remember her name was Maria. I know that don't help nobody right now in Latin America named Maria, but she had diabetes, but she still was known as one of the greatest healers in her community. Many of the women have all kinds of disease. They don't look at that her, oh, she has diabetes, she can't heal me. This woman had people levitating. I'm just trying to explain to you. It's because we think that that means healer means perfection. Nothing walking is perfect. Nothing. You on 2 feet, you ain't perfect. Now, if you floating up in the air, I don't know. I think the flies is not perfect either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think is the misconception. Is that this path? That's why I come in here like the people be mad. Be like, oh, you're supposed to be a healer, and why are you? Please, I always say I would challenge any healer. I would love for them to tell about. To me, like when I meet a healer and she don't tell me no story about just yesterday what she did and how it didn't work out and she made a mistake and she met that person or she was married 5 times because she still didn't get that. So I want to hear that. I want to hear that more than my life is so perfect. I'm gonna make yours perfect too. I want to hear like, you know what, you're still a healer, and I want to come to you and I want to hear what you have to say. My journey will always be honest. I will never lie. I will never lie. I will never lie. I can't do it. I'm not, it ain't in me. And that's what I say. I'm such not a liar that when maybe I don't know, but that's not lying. That if somebody lies to me, I can't do it because I ain't lied to you. So don't lie to me. Like liars, ooh, that's a hard one for me. So, side note, but anyway, okay, I'm done. Okay, I will help y'all. I hope you helped today. I hope you felt help. Yes, let me see. Please pass this video. Listen, you want to thank you. You want to pass this video along, share it with others, subscribe, comment. Love your comments. So let's get some of this, and then we're gonna call it a day. I love y'all so much, so much. Thank you for this. Yes, the peace of knowing that yes. Okay, mother. Yes. Okay, y'all, give me a chance. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, that hairstyle fits you. I love it. Me too, travel lady. Isn't this the one? I feel like this is the one too. Keitha says, this is a sign. Thank you. My lymph glands on my right side has been hurting me since last night. Time for me to tap back into my gift. Keitha, this is funny. My right here was swollen when I was in Puerto Plata for the last 3 days. Got my attention. Swollen right under here. Guess what? It's gone. It was painful and everything. It's gone because I started drinking my water and started saying something's going on, not speaking my truth, or knowing I got to heal, something's going on in my body. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Vu says, we are healers and that's something we have to deal with. It's well worth our time. Non-black women's circles believe healing to be separate from themselves, and it's probably true for them. Come on, Queen, I love you for that. And Travel Lady says, I never thought in a million years I would become a vegan, but through your teachings, oh, I say, by the grace of God and knowledge, I am accepting the gift of accepting what is needed for me to live. Queen, speak. Yes, you do your thing. Go spread healing and plant those seeds. Muchas gracias. My trigger is being short with people. Go ahead, girl. You said that's when you know. Blue says, I appreciate your encouragement in healing my body through eating fruits, vegetables, and lots of water. You got it. You care. Looking more beautiful each day. Thank you, Blue. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I'm ready to catch you live. I rarely catch you live. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm so glad you're here, and thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all got it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all got to know that. Y'all got to know this woman out here is loving black folks. I love y'all. That will never, ever die within me. I love y'all. and I mean it. I love myself. It's so nice to just be able to share my journey. I would love if you donate. That's beautiful. But for me, I just need to tell you what I have to tell you, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm ready, and you are too. What a beautiful experience. And believe me, last words. Everybody in your life, believe me, as a healer, you left them better off than you when you found them. And I think that they will always appreciate that. And I know the brother in Puerto Plata, as well as the brother that I was married to, and maybe all the other ones. I think that they can look back and say, that queen right there, she did that. She did that. And that's a beautiful thing. I think for a lot of people, when you do have a healer, it's kind of, you don't I think that we need more educating on healers. That's what we need to do, y'all. We need to have conferences to teach people what a healer is and how to treat their healers. Because I think if people understood what a healer was and then understood when the healer was in front of them, we would have less draining because they would understand to drain her is actually to deplete her. And to deplete her is to destroy her. And to destroy her is to destroy yourself. And I think that if people understood that, I think our boys have to be understanding what a healer is. A lot of men, especially Latin American men, woo, I can say this, or yeah, they love their mamas. They will listen to everything that she tells them. But when it comes to their woman, they don't see it like their mama. And they got to understand that their woman is a mother too. And I think that if they can learn that, this is something else. It's a lot. Like, I'm going to teach I could share so much with y'all, but in another video, I will do that. And if you want, again, you can donate to my PayPal. I'll leave the link. It's already there. And also my Cash App is also there as well. I love you. I've been here all day reflecting. Miss Madre Marlene, I was showing you the garden, and I know the Wi-Fi was like, girl, you pulling on us, okay? You're pulling on us. So I am so blessed. Travel lady, thank you for the donation. I love you so much. Thank you. You know it's gonna go to good things. And I thank you so much. Oh, I wanna show you. See Ricky? This is Ricky. I love you, travel lady. Thank you. Ricky has been chilling with me. Honey, Ricky is loving on us. Ricky be feeling good energy. Ricky like, listen, I like your energy. We good. You don't have to. You just stay around and hang out. So, I love you, ladies. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for the donation. Like I said, you can send it to the Cash App. You can send it to PayPal. But whatever you do, keep watching the videos. Share the video and comment. All right, ladies. Yes, indeed. I don't allow anything or anyone to drain me, and I'm more healthier for sure. Lisa, check out the Afro girl, Felicia. I love you. Very beautiful. Oh, is he adorable? You are a blessing. Thank you, travel lady. Felicia, you talked about the Afro-Peruvians. Love for, in a sense, Afro-Latin culture is because of the Afro-Peruvian. My favorite singer, you all know, is Susanna Baca, Baca, and she's an Afro-Peruvian. For a while, I think she was the Minister of Culture. She is I remember Jesus used to say, I see why you like her. He said, I never really heard somebody talk about their color as much as she does. She's all about the Afro-Peruvian and about the African in Latin America. Y'all don't even get me started. I can talk about that. I'm about to do the Black Heritage Tours. You'll think I'm playing, but we're not playing. And eventually it's going to be the Black Heritage Tour in Peru, Black Heritage Tour in Colombia, Black Heritage Tour in República Dominicana. It's going to be on. I love it, and I'm so about it. I want to still learn I want to play the drums, y'all. I still want to do more dancing. Again, Jesus, I thank you for the bachata, the salsa, the merengue. I thank you for all of that. It was an even exchange. I truly believe it. Sometimes when we think we got drained, we actually, we might have got drained. Let's not throw that out. Let's wait a second. But, pero, I think we got a lot out of it too. And if we can look back and see, I think that's part of the healing journey is to kind of not look back and say, I'm healing something that was bad, but look back and say, it was good. And I'm replenishing myself from that experience. That's all you're doing. I love y'all. Okay, Angela A is real. I love you. I'm going with you, girl. Come on. Jay Moore, peace and blessings. Hello from Tokyo, Japan, hero. Yes, come on, y'all. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, so I'm doing the work, and I'm taking, we doing the stuff. All right, ladies, I'm gonna go do something else because I've been sitting here. Let me tell you, I got all my little spots. I think y'all should see the spots. I got many chill spots up in this place. So that front is the chill spot. Let me show you some more chill spots, just so y'all need to see the beauty. So they'll be like, yes, Republica Dominicana, Dominicana. The DR has so much beauty, whether it's the mountains of Jarabacoa or the ocean of the Puerto Plata area. I mean, it is in the, there go Ricky. Ricky's like, girl, where you going? I'm going with you. Come on, Ricky, let's hang. He's the most chill dog ever. But this queen blessed, and I'm giving thanks for the blessings. She is a queen. She planted all of this. This is all her. She planted all of this. This is her. I remember last April when I was here, she had put seeds in, and now look. Is this beauty? Is this like get your life, Lisa Marie? Thank you so much for sharing your life with us. Is this like you deserve this? So you know what, y'all? Another thing, appreciate the blessings when they do come. That is your gift. God gave that to you because you gave so much to others. This is me. This is the thing. But Puerto Plata too. I'm not taking nothing away from my Puerto Plata experience because it was a blessing too. I used to every day. I remember I used to say to Jesus, I'd be like, "Oh my God, we get to live like this." I don't know if he actually appreciated that this was a blessing because maybe it's around him all the time or he just forgot. I don't know. But for me, it was always like, "Oh my God, are you kidding? I get to live like this." I want to show y'all. This is the DR. This is a beautiful space. So I love it. Yes, I went to Punta Cana 2 weeks ago for vacation and didn't want to return. Leisha, somebody told me Punta Cana has some of the most beautiful beaches really in the world in a sense. And so actually me and Marlene talked about going to Punta Cana, so we're going to do a trip there. Breathtaking, beautiful. Isn't it, Keitra? Leisha says, I missed it so much, especially the great energy of the people. Absolutely. You got to come back. And maybe you come with the Black Heritage Tour. I hope you do. But I want y'all to see. This is Jarabacoa. Yeah, so how do you, I don't know about the preventing. We talked about preventing, but I'm going to say, how do you replenish? You come to beautiful places like this with beautiful women like this. And isn't it funny, y'all? We could talk about how, I say to myself, like, the laughter of all is that the woman that comes to me with this, with spiritual and all this stuff in the DR would be considered a Dominican Blanco, which is like mujer. And I laugh to myself so much. I say the cosmic joke. But she told me, she's like, I want to apologize to you for what my people did to you. I want to apologize. It was wrong. And I'm very sorry. We ain't even got that from our own government of the U.S. And she said that to me. So y'all be open to what shows up in your life when you decide to acknowledge who and what you are and to go on your journey. Because that right there makes me laugh. I'm like, check this out. Like, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't hating on them at all. I was just loving on us. And I think when you truly love yourself, you attract people from everywhere. All right, ladies, we on for a whole hour. I ain't do an hour video with y'all in a while, but I ain't really had no time when I was in Puerto Plata because I was living the Puerto Plata life, and now I'm living this one. I thank you so much, and I acknowledge everything. And again, blessings to you, Jesus, as well. Like, I ain't mad, y'all. Y'all want to see, like, love and love no matter what? Sending you love and blessings, and to everyone that's watching. I love y'all. Yes. The sun replenishes, doesn't it? So happy for you, living your best life, peace of. Thank you. And you know what? Thanks to y'all, because if I couldn't put this on to have somebody to talk to, and you actually get on and listen to me, like, I know what side my bread is butter on, and I know I acknowledge y'all. Like, I was trying to explain this to Jesus. I was like, nothing matters. Those people on the other side of the screen, that's what matters in my life. That's who I want to make sure feels good. That's why I get up every day. He knows that. I said that. I said, that's what matters. This life, this whatever I'm doing right now, wherever I'm living with, that's y'all. Y'all did that. I know that. I'm not stupid. And I love it. And to be able to be a black woman who can support herself, I need some help right now, y'all, but who can support herself all these years because of other black women, let me be the possibility. Let me be that inspiration for you that says, I could actually make a living enough at least that I feel happy and that other black women can help me to do that. And it make me want to cry. We are amazing, amazing, amazing women, and we need to acknowledge that. So, okay. And it's all female energy in here, except for Ricky. Ricky, well, I'm gonna show you. Oh, wait, I want to show you. Y'all gotta see Ricky again. Ricky be like, where's she at? Ricky done came over here. Ricky would be like, where is the girl? Where's the queen? So he love all of us. He equally shares us. And I love it. Okay, ladies, I will see you in the next video. I didn't go to Supermercado yet because the vibes is just so good here. You will continue to be blessed because of your gratitude and humility. Thank you, Leisha. I'm going to keep it. I got it from my mama, and I'm going to keep it. And I thank y'all. I love y'all. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Share, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're feeling, donate. Y'all, don't feel like I got $5. I can't give that. Give whatever you got because it adds up. And it's helping me considerably. And I thank you. And I'll see you on the next video. That was 2 today. Maybe we'll do it like a, the other day when I was in Puerto Plata, I wanted to do like let's talk about skincare in the DR. Next video, skincare in the DR, cacao butter. I don't know shea butter, goodbye, because I'm on the cacao butter, like the cocoa butter. This is cocoa butter. The skin, okay, we'll talk about that another time. Love you, ladies. See you in the next video. This is Lisa Marie of the Blackberry Beauty and La Rosa Negra, because I like Rosa Negra. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace and blessings.